having a fantastic start to y'all's Monday and your week.
Lincoln Memorial is. The National Park Service is responsible for that.
They said Trump gonna talk in about 2 minutes.
Small parks or squares
we'll see.
Washington, D.C. that are also under federal jurisdiction.
But anyway, how are y'all doing today?
Go in and remove homeless encampments. They can remove the drug dealers. They can help the D.C. police the streets of the city and get to the criminals off the streets and also scare the criminals once again. So again, they understand
scare criminals.
That they're committing
That's what he
crimes.
said.
They're mugging. They're
That's
the way you deter crime.
All right, here we go.
We also have Josh Patel of the FBI, Pam Bondi of the Attorney General, Pete Hegseth.
He got red flag Bondi. Let's go.
He's at Department of Interior, and that, of course, that takes care of all of the parks that was just mentioned. And then the gentleman on the left, sure. So President Trump will be joining here any moment.
Make sure y'all hit the like.
This is the briefing room, and it is stocked with reporters and cameras. And this was the era during the COVID days where the president came out just about every afternoon and took questions about the pandemic and what we're going to do to react to it. In this term, thus far, 6 months in, give or take, it has not been the room of choice, but today it is. And I would expect a lot of questions to cover a lot.
He just made a ballroom joke.
Really, a lot of people, most I've ever seen in this room. And we're here for a very serious purpose, very serious purpose. Something's out of control, but we're going to put it in control very quickly like we did on the southern border. I'm announcing a historic action to rescue our nation's capital from crime, bloodshed, bedlam, and squalor.
Squalor.
This is Liberation Day in D.C. and we're
Lord,
going to take our capital back. We're taking it back under the authorities vested in me as the President of the United States. I'm officially invoking Section 740 of the District of Columbia Home Rule Act. You know what that is?
Here we
and
go.
Placing the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department under direct federal control, and you'll be meeting the people that will be directly involved with that.
Crime bill is coming.
Very good people, but they're tough, and they know what's happening, and they've done it before. In addition, I'm deploying the National Guard to help reestablish law, order, and public safety in Washington, D.C., and they're going to be allowed to do their job properly. And you people are victims of it, too. You know, you're reporters, and I understand a lot of you tend to be on the liberal side, but you don't want to get mugged and raped and shot and killed.
Oh, Jesus
And you all know people and friends of yours that happened. And so you can be anything you want, but you want to have safety in the streets. You want to be able to leave your apartment or your house where you live and feel safe and go into a store to buy a newspaper or buy something. And you don't have that now. The murder rate in Washington today is higher than that of Bogota, Colombia, Mexico City, some of the places that you hear about as being the worst places on earth. Much higher. This is much higher. The number of car thefts has doubled over the past 5 years, and the number of carjackings has more than tripled. Murders in 2023 reached the highest rate probably ever. They say 25 years, but they don't know what that means because it just goes back 25 years.
What the fuck?
Our capital city has been overtaken by violent gangs and bloodthirsty criminals, roving mobs of wild youth, drugged-out maniacs and homeless people. And we're not going to let it happen anymore. We're not going to take it. Just like we did on our southern border. Nobody comes to our southern border anymore. 3 months in a row, we had zero. I don't know if that's right.
That's a damn lie, and you know it.
It's a very liberal group of people, actually, and they actually said
Liberal
zero for the last 3 months. Nobody thought a thing like that
It's not zero, you lying bastard.
And, you know, when you take a look at numbers, I just saw some charts. These are different cities throughout the world.
Here we go.
Red is, okay, the red is a place called Washington, D.C. Look at these. Baghdad we doubled up on Baghdad. Panama City, Brasilia, San Jose, Costa Rica, Bogota.
What is Brasilia? What is Brasilia? This
Mexico
fucking guy.
City, I mentioned Lima, Peru. All double and triple what they are. So do you want to live in places like that?
Oh my God.
I don't think so. I don't think so. And I think the people in this room If you wrote correctly, you'd see, look at the kind of numbers we have. DC, 41 per 100,000, number one that we can find anywhere in the world. Other cities are pretty bad, but they're not as bad as that.
Here we go.
That where you want to live? The reporters of the world?
What are you talking
Juvenile
about?
offenders and crimes against persons, as they say.
This guy.
It's getting worse. Not getting better, it's getting worse.
Maybe you should call
And we had
Brandon Scott and
recent
ask him.
indication. There was a story about a man who was just left. He quit because he was asked to do phony numbers on crime. And we're going to look into that. I think Pam is going to be looking into that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But he was asked by the city, I guess, we don't want to show the real numbers. Let me do numbers so it looks like it's going down. Not going down. And under Biden, it was a disaster. And nobody did anything about it. We're going to do things about it like you wouldn't believe. Every American has a constitutional right to be able to access and petition their government in safety, and countless federal officials and employees likewise have the right to carry out their jobs in peace without being shot. As you know, I lost a very good person a while ago, was shot waiting for his wife. He was in the car, they robbed his car, they shot him, they killed him like it was nothing to it. She was walking to the car, it's a horror show. This issue directly impacts the functioning of the federal government and is a threat to America. Really, it's a threat to our country. We have other cities also that are bad, very bad. You look at Chicago, how bad it is. You look at Los Angeles, how bad it is.
Chicago.
We have other cities that are very bad.
We dog whistling again.
And then you have, of course, Baltimore and Oakland.
Baltimore, even though their crime rate went down. Baltimore.
We're not going to let it happen.
Oakland.
We're not going to lose our cities over this.
All right.
Go further. We're starting very strongly with DC, and we're going to clean it up real quick, very quickly, as they say. Days ago, a former member of the DOJ staff was savagely beaten by a band of thugs after defending a young woman from an attempted carjacking. He was left dripping in blood. He thought he was dead, with a broken nose and
how we know that's not a
psyop? He can't believe that
psyop?
he's alive. He can't believe it.
Yeah, okay.
In June, a 21-year-old congressional intern was tragically killed after being hit by a stray bullet in a drive-by shooting. A former Trump administration official named Mike Gill, fantastic person, was murdered last year in cold blood in a carjacking blocks away from the White House. We all knew him. Great person. Waiting for his wife as she was walking to the car. A Democrat congressman was also carjacked at gunpoint not far from the Capitol. And in 2023, an aide to Senator Rand Paul was stabbed in the chest and head by a demented lunatic as he walked down the street, just absolutely for no reason. Horrifically, last July 4th weekend, a 3-year-old girl was shot in the head and killed while sitting in a car near the Capitol. It's becoming a situation of complete and total lawlessness. And we're getting rid of the slums. We have slums here. We're getting rid of them.
You hear
I
them?
know it's not politically correct.
You hear them?
Oh, it's so terrible. No, we're getting rid of the slums where they live.
Oh,
Mass youth.
Here we go.
Rampage through city streets at all times of the day. There are ATVs, motorbikes.
It's
They
the
travel
summertime,
pretty
you
well.
dickhead.
Entire neighborhoods are now under emergency curfews. Just this past weekend, gunfire went through, and you saw that, the Navy Yard. I saw it this morning. They saw that they fought back against, see, they fight back until you knock the hell out of them.
Yeah, we're going back to 2016 now. Let's go. Knock the hell out
Law
of them.
enforcement last night. And they're not going to be fighting back long because I've instructed them. Told them whatever happens, you know, they love to spit in the face of the police as the police are standing up there in uniform. They're standing and they're screaming at them an inch away from their face, and then they start spitting in their face. And I said, you tell them, you spit and we hit. And they
You
get hit
spit
real
and
hard.
we hit. Do you hear this?
It's a disgusting thing. I've watched that for years, for 3-4 years. I've watched them. The police are standing, and they're told, don't do anything under any search. So and you can see they want to get at it.
You hear
And they're
him?
standing there, and people are spitting in their face, and they're not allowed to do anything. But now they are allowed to do whatever the hell they want. This dire public safety crisis stems directly from the abject failures of the city's
This is what they
local
cheer how
leadership,
their
the
president
radical
talks.
City council
They
adopted
cheer
no
this.
cash bail. By the way, every place in the country where you have no cash bail
What the
is
fuck
a
are you
disaster.
talking
That's
about?
what started the problem in New York, and they don't change it. They don't want to change it. That's what started it in Chicago.
Chicago
Bad
again.
politicians started it, bad leadership started it, but that was the one thing that's central: no cash bail. Somebody murders somebody and they're out on no cash bail.
What are you talking
before
about?
the day is out. Now, we're going to end that in Chicago. We're going to change the
So
statute. I
he
spoke
said a
with,
murderer
Pam
can
and Todd
have no
and
cash
everybody. We're going
bail.
to change the statute, and
in
I'm going to
New
have to
York.
get
This
the
guy is
Republicans
an
to vote
idiot.
because the Democrats are weak on crime. Totally weak on crime. They don't know why. They want to stop because they get mugged too. But we're going to change no cash bail. We're going to change the statute and get rid of some of the other things. And we'll count on the Republicans in Congress and Senate to
Dog
vote. We have
whistle
the
again.
majority, so we'll vote. We don't have a big majority, but we've gotten everything, including the great, big, beautiful bill.
Here we go.
Got that done, and that's one of the greatest things that's ever happened to people in this country.
Uh-huh.
They're starting to figure it out, how good it is. Biggest tax cut in history.
No, it's for the
So many
rich.
things.
We already
But
went
we'll
over
be
this,
able to
asshole.
Get that done. So Todd, if you and Pam can draw up things working with the people, we will. I'll get it passed. We'll get it passed with the Republicans. Probably won't get. Think of this.
Uh-huh.
Probably won't get one Democrat vote because they have no idea what they're doing. That's why they want men playing in women's sports. That's
What
what
the
they
fuck?
why they want
Here we go again.
transgender for everybody. Everybody transgender.
Wow.
And they
Yeah, y'all got
just got
transgenders
walloped in an
on
election in
the
a
conservative
landslide.
Republican side,
And they
but
haven't
all
changed
right.
one thing. I saw the other day the certain gentleman who was a very well-known politician, Democrat, was fighting like hell that men should be allowed to play in women's sport. They just don't get it. They said it's an 80-20 issue, and I think it's a 97-3 issue. And I don't know who the three are. I've never heard anybody come.
He just
Nobody's
talking
ever
now.
come up to me, sir. You have to let men play in women's sports. You have to do it, sir. Nobody's
Who-
ever approached me. I don't know where this issue even
Who
comes from.
told you that?
Never seen anything like it.
So
But
name
they
names
turned
if
our
it's
nation's capital into a sanctuary jurisdiction. That's the other thing. We have to get rid of sanctuary cities as quickly as possible. We're going to do it too. We're criminals.
right.
Releasing illegal alien gang members to the streets in 2022. Nearly 70% of criminals arrested in Washington went unprosecuted. That's not going to happen with the group we have standing aside and standing behind me. And at the Metropolitan Police Department, it's now reached a small number relatively compared to what it was, but it's thousands of people. You know, we have thousands of police. I was told today, sir, they want more police. I heard a number, 3,500 police. That's a lot of police. 3,500.
Because you forced
I thought
them
they
to
were gonna say,
resign,
We
dumbass.
only have 30 policemen or women. He said, we have 3,500. We need more. You don't need more. That's so many. I never heard. That's like an army.
What?
How could you need more than 3,000? It just happened 2 minutes ago. Sir, they've requested
He's
more
dumb.
police. Oh, what do they have?
Oh my
About
God.
3,500. I said, 3,500? This is not a big area. It's ridiculous. What you need is rules and regulations, and you need the right people to implement them. And we have the right people here, that I can tell you. Look at the border. Biden
Why are you
said
talking about the
there's
border?
nothing you can do. Kamala was the border czar. She never.
He
called
lucky I
one of
gotta
the
go
Border
sign this
Patrol agents who were
paperwork.
Great, ICE is great. Never spoke to anybody.
Oh
Never
my
went there.
God.
But she was the border czar, and everybody said it was impossible to fix. I fixed it in 3 months. No, really.
He
fixed it the first
federalizing
week,
cops. This is
but really fixed it over
insane.
the last couple of months. And I mean, literally to a point.
Main numbers already
It's
lied
time for
on that.
dramatic action.
That's a
We'll do
lie.
the same thing over here. It's going to be a very safe city very soon. We're not looking to take years. because a lot of people die in years.
Uh-huh.
And we've got incredible people in this country, except we have to allow them to do their job.
Because people
that,
said cops can't do their job. Okay.
We will deliver like nobody's ever delivered before.
Uh-huh.
I actually think it's easy. You know, if you're competent, it's easy. If you're incompetent, it's impossible. But I'm very competent. Last week, my administration surged 500 federal agents into the district, including from the FBI, ATF, DEA,
And yet them
Police,
kids still went to the
US
Navy
Marshal
Yard
Service,
and did
the
work.
Secret Service,
But okay.
and the Department of Homeland
Yeah, okay.
Security. You know, a lot of nations, they don't have anything like that. They got some police, and they're rough police.
What is he
They don't
talking?
have DEA, ATF, FBI, Park Police, U.S. Marshal Service, Secret Service, Department of Homeland Security. They got some police,
What are you talking
but they're
about?
rough police, and they do their job. They don't have crime. We're not gonna have crime either. They made dozens of arrests, and that's what starts to happen. Again, cashless bail. Watch what we do with that. Today, we're formally declaring a public safety emergency. This is an emergency. This is a tragic emergency. And it's embarrassing for me to be up here. You know, I'm going to see Putin. I'm going to Russia on Friday.
You're not going to
I don't
Russia
think
on
that's
Friday, you
how
idiot. You're going to
unsafe and
Alaska.
how dirty and disgusting.
Oh my God.
Once beautiful capital was, with graffiti all over the walls. It's another part of it, by
He
the way.
said he go to Russia on
Because
Friday.
we're
You
talking
go to
about safety, We're
Alaska.
also talking about beautification. We're the most beautiful, potentially capital in the world. We always had. But people come from Iowa, they come from Indiana, they come and then they get mugged. Not going to happen. Keep coming, because within by the
Pause.
time you get your trip set, it's going to be safe again, and it's going to be clean very quickly. We're going to replace the medians that are falling down all over the roads. We're going to replace the potholes. We're going to put
I'm
a
going to
nice
Russia
new coat
on
of
Friday.
asphalt over the top.
Motherfucker, how do you
No, we
confuse
don't have
Russia
to
and
rip the road
Alaska?
out and
How?
spend 7 years building a new road because they cut
Oh,
everything. Because some designer said, well, we need a 1/4 of an inch more turn for safety reasons. No.
What are you
we're gonna
talking
do it
about?
right. We're going to get it done quickly. So today we're
Kevin,
declaring
fuck
public
off.
safety
Dumbass.
emergency.
Hate you
The District of
motherfuckers.
Columbia and Attorney General Pam Bondi, who's fantastic, is taking command of the
Now you could just tell people like
Metropolitan
him can't take jokes.
Police Department as of this moment. And I'll be making the appropriate notifications to Congress and to the mayor, our new DEA administrator, who's one of the top in the country. He better be, Terry. If you're not, I'm going to get
Facts,
rid
them
of you so
Eskimos be
fast.
switching between English and Russian.
Terry Cole. Terry, thanks. Very good. We just got him. Most highly recommended person.
I don't know what he's talking about. I'm finna
And,
end it right
he'll be
here.
designated as the interim federal commissioner of the Metropolitan Police Department. Okay? And you run them tough. They're good. You have a lot of good people. You have people that
All
should
right,
be
y'all.
there.
I gotta go sign this paperwork for the new job. We'll go over this later in talk. Hopefully you learned something. I don't think we learned anything, but if you did, I done my job. If not, I try to be better next time. I'll see y'all around whenever I put the live up for. But anyway, wait, hold on. Somebody said that we liberals. Carlos Martinez, you're an idiot. Nobody voted for Kamala here. I actually wrote a candidate in, and most of the people in here either voted for Trump or voted for the couch. So I need you to shut the fuck up. But anyway, y'all take care, stay safe, and you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your existence.